and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Bucs are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Brady. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Brady now to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Running left, it's Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Well, last week he found his way in the backfield from that linebacker position for 4 tackles for a loss. Another one there first quarter.
Yeah, help me out because we watched tape together before this game. We were watching what he did last week. Did that field tilt in his favor where he was just running downhill to plays? It certainly felt like it, didn't it? It felt like it on that play as well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, this defense for the Bucs, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. The loss resulted.
That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Romeo Dobbs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have moved out in front. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a play fake. Brady. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 53 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Now Brady. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Devontae Wyatt brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. After the sack on 1st down, Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bucs are able to move back in front. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Randall Cobb back for a 12th NFL season, all but 2 with these Green Bay Packers. You certainly have to admire his longevity, as he's one of just 3 receivers still around from the 2011 draft. He may not be the top receiver on your team, but he still contributed 375 yards last season and a 1st down here.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On play action, now Brady. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Going deep here for Watkins. And this is taken in at the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On second down, here's Fournette. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Brady now on first down. Flush to his right. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
Fournette on the counter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead. It's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not good.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Buccaneers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Succo. And the lead now up to 14. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left,
but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. 20, 10, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. On the move. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the... Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he's got some space here.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Up the gun, Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Brady now on first down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
A CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete for their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete. It's been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need...
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Suckup for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tampa Bay, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.